It's doing it again. What's good, everybody?
Oh, it was already recording.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyways, I'm Tania.
I'm Hibres.
Oh, okay. That's with a little energy. Come on now. And this is the Breakfast Crew podcast, where we're podcasting from Central Texas. That's where we live.
And clean.
Well, Central Texas. Like, I don't want nobody to know exactly where we live at. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyways, Central Texas. Nobody knows where that is. It's okay. Thank you to returning viewers. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the shenanigans. And those who are new, the shenanigans. It's a real thing.
It is.
Yes. We are a mother and daughter team where she draws, I crochet, I knit, I spend some time and act a pure fool all the time. I'm a nurse here in Central Texas. She's in high school. My husband's in the army.
And he does silly stuff.
Yes, and my son is no longer living with us. So, but he's around. He's around.
It's sad.
He's around. Let's see. Today is May 9th, 2023. I wrote the date down because, last time I said we was in 2022.
Yep.
Anyways, this is episode 20, which I don't know what we're going to call this episode, but pretty much halfway through, I will figure it out. Like, I'll do something, say something, whatever, and that'll become the title. So, we have some FOs. We have some whips. I have show notes. We got maybe some events to go to this year. I have things I've been reading, listening to, and watching. And I got a little bit of stash, just like this much. This much, yeah. So let's get started. The elephant in the room, everyone. Yes. It is my, this stupid little hair. It's going to go ping. Anyways. This is my Showcase Your Color shawl. I made this with my Advent from Pretty Twisted Yarns. 2022 Advent. I wrote 23, but it's 2022 Advent. And this starts from day 1, which is this nice pink, all the way to day 24 because I was late getting her Advent, so I wasn't able to get day 25. Now, I have woven in my ends. It doesn't look like it, but I leave it long enough so I can weave it in, block it, stretch it, and then I'll just go snipping.
Ooh. Yes.
So that is done. I'm not wearing it because it's hot, and I just finished cooking, so it's hotter, those kind of things. I can't really see your hair, Harvest.
I can.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. Next is my aerosol poncho. This poncho is a free pattern on Ravelry. I use YOTH yarn in the Mother Base, which is a 550 yard heavy lace weight yarn, domestic Rambouillet wool. And I got it from McKitty Knittery, like it was on sale. It's $25. I got it on sale for $15.75. I think I got 4 of these, and I held it double. What color is it?
Red.
Color is Black Mission Fig. And then I got this, what is this? Hedgehog fiber yarn. It's called Feather. Ooh. Yes, Feather. The yarn color is called Sin. And it's 100% polyamide, washable fiber, 100 grams, 620 meters. And it looks like this. My YOTH yarn looks like this. And these are some yarn cozies I got from Hout Knit Yarn. She's in Maine. She got baseball. I got a football one. And I got 2 of each of those. But you come here for the finished object. This project has been on my needle since 20 something, 2017, 2018. What are you doing?
Just showing the straw.
Oh my God. 2018. I started with a friend of mine. We went to McKinney. So my husband's in the reserve. He goes to drill up in the North Texas area. And Harvest and I went one summer. And I think it was the month of your birthday. And my friend who lives up in that area came and got us, and we went to a yarn store in McKinney Knittery. And yeah, so we were supposed to make this together. And I don't even know if she finished hers, but I finally finished mine. So this is my poncho. It's a free pattern. Now I have to say something. So you see this little red marker?
Yeah.
I dropped. No, I didn't. I lied. The yarn pop.
Oh.
Like, I don't know how. It's okay, that's leftover. The yarn pop, I don't know how. So it has a hole in it. So I'm holding these together because I'm trying to keep the stitches together. So now I have to mend it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But I think like a year ago I saw a video on Instagram. And so I saved the video so I can come back to it. So anyways, let me try this on. That's just, it's a poncho. So, what's her name? Bita Jezik. I don't know how to pronounce homegirl name, but it's a cute little poncho. Hers is in a light gray, I think, and like a lime green feather color. But they didn't have the green I was looking for, so I didn't get it. But this is what it looks like. I think I'm going to block it just so I get a little length. But, you know, I'm almost 5'9", and this actually looks pretty decent. Now, I don't know if I want to do anything with these. I probably won't. I am going to pull this back some. I don't know. We'll see. I might do something with the side seams. I have enough yarn to stitch up just a little section right here just so it can kind of close. But I don't know. I have this much. I could probably do a little crochet single and go about my business. And I might. We'll see. But that's my finished object from like 2017 or 2018 or something like that.
You change colors when you move it.
Yeah, it's holographic. All right, so Harvest, what have you been drawing?
I've been drawing a lot.
Yeah, we know. All the time. Sorry.
So we left off on this page.
Yeah.
From April to May. And I have a lot of drawings that might not be in the video. Might.
So tell us what you did.
So first I drew, so Wally's in the rain and he forgot to bring his raincoats because he didn't know it was going to rain today.
Oh, it did rain today, like real life it rained today.
Yesterday.
Oh, last night.
And this one is where he can't find his hairspray, so now his hair is a mess.
Hairspray is important.
It is. He uses a lot of hairspray to get his hairstyle like this.
Yeah, that curly Q.
Mm-hmm. What was that called? Pompadour.
Pompadour?
What's that called?
What's that?
It's a hairstyle.
Oh, we'll look it up.
Okay. This one is where he's going to his to Howdy's bodega. It's like a store.
Ooh, I love a bodega.
And so
people on the East Coast would know what a bodega is.
I don't know where it is.
So a bodega is basically, we actually have a bodega here in Colleen, and I said it again. Anyways, but a bodega is a store that sells groceries and food and like supplies you would need. And sometimes it stay opens late. Usually in the hood, like up in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, that area is ran by Hispanic culture. So like Cubans, Puerto Ricans, maybe some Ecuadorians, Hondurans, stuff like that. The ones that we have here is ran by Cubans. Food is amazing. Food, seasoning stuff that Caribbean people use that you can't find in like Bilo, Walmart, Food Lion, Randall's, whatever store y'all have, it's in a bodega. If you Caribbean heritage, if you Hispanic heritage, maybe even not East African, Indian, Asian Indian, they got your seasonings, the curries, everything. Okay, so go ahead, sorry.
It's okay. So Yeah, so Wally's trying out a new style, and Howdy's like, "Hey, you trying out a new style?" And he said, "Yeah, speak."
Yeah, okay.
This drawing is where he likes apples a lot,
Mm-hmm.
just like by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But when he sees like an apple pie, he doesn't get it because
It's not by itself.
It's not by itself, sure, but he says that it doesn't look like an apple.
Oh, well,
Because
he
it's
ain't lying.
Because it doesn't look red.
Oh.
And he says it's in the apple, it's in the pie, but he don't see it.
Oh, okay.
When it's just like apple filling.
Mm-hmm.
And so here are my two OCs.
Two OCs?
Own characters.
Oh, okay. So something you made up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they're like talking to each other, and both of them are cousins.
Okay.
They're both puppets. This one talks about what's that called? I knew I said it in my head. It's like a person that talks about like dead people. A person that talks about dead people when they're like holding like their skeleton heads.
Like a psychic?
No.
Skeleton heads. Like a obia?
No, it's
I don't think obias do that.
It's like about so when they're like you know how those actors be when they're like holding like a
Oh, Shakespearean.
That's it.
Got it.
Shakespeare. He's talking about Shakespeare. And this one is an algebra teacher. She's like an algebra teacher puppet.
She's like or she is?
She is.
Okay.
This drawing is when I was in the restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, okay.
Where I ordered a bacon cheeseburger with a baked potato.
Thanks. We didn't really need to know what you ordered. But okay. No, the fact that you remember is great.
And so this drawing is about Wally trying to steal apples for the 10th time.
Mm-hmm.
But Howdy keeps on catching him.
So stealing apples is his thing, right? Because he like apples?
Yes.
Yeah.
He steals apples a lot. That Howdy is about to knock him upside the head and say, "Stop it."
Knock him upside the head and say, "Stop it."
Yep.
Okay.
These are just random drawings that I found.
That you found or you
Yeah,
did?
that I found on the internet.
So you did what? Copy them and made them your own, or?
So what I do is that I find pictures that I think I might draw, and I save it in my camera roll, and then I draw them in my own style. But I don't claim them that they're mine, because that's just like plagiarizing.
It's not plagiarizing. You have to. It's copyright. I think it's copyright. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's copyright.
I think it's
Is plagiarism only referred to writing and music? I don't know. Go ahead.
These ones are my own idea. And I actually colored them. So this is what he looks like in color.
Oh, who's he? Oh, Wally?
Mm-hmm.
Wally World.
Never heard of that.
It's on a movie.
Oh. So here's like all the problems that's going on with the Welcome Home community.
The who? Oh.
That's the
Yeah, the name of the cartoon, right?
website, yes.
Website.
I just found something funny in my head.
Okay.
So he likes to look at himself a lot.
Me too.
So he's like you.
Not really. I just don't like you.
Damn.
I mean, like you. You cute?
Yes.
All right then. Period.
So he likes to look in the mirror like a lot of times during the day.
Okay.
They can't just leave. But anytime when he is about to go somewhere, he just has to bring his mirror anywhere.
Oh, so he travels with a mirror too?
Yes.
Okay.
And so here is a movie scene that I found. And I saw someone draw this as a movie scene, so I decided to draw it.
Okay.
It was during school.
Okay.
Most of all these drawings are during school. I have enough time to draw them.
Why do you have enough time?
Because I finished all my work.
Okay.
Trust me.
Come on.
Okay, so this tall dude is Frank.
Okay.
His color is gray. He has no color, just gray.
Okay. I mean, gray is a color, so he has a color.
Okay, so
it's just monochromatic. Meaning all one color.
And a fun fact about Wally that he is 3 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
So that means he is 12 apples high.
12 apples high.
Now I don't know the height of Frank, but all I know is that Wally is 3 feet.
Okay.
And so he's calling him Shorts, and he doesn't like being called Shorts.
I mean, he's 3 feet. He's short.
Yeah, but he doesn't like being called. I mean, he knows. He just doesn't like being called out. And here's me with one of the hoodies that I sent to my mom. It was purple and white. That was my favorite color. And this girl is Julie, that you saw in the other video. And she is touching the hoodie and saying that it's like all fluffy and stuff.
It's so fluffy, I could die.
Another drawing of me as a puppet with another hoodie that's a zipper hoodie, and me with the bonnet on when I'm about to go to sleep. And here is me and Wally sitting next to each other, but I'm just like having like random thoughts.
Okay.
Just zooming out, and he's just like wondering why is words. Why am I staring at nothing for hours? I'm just zooming out of pure existence.
You're daydreaming.
Daydreaming, yes.
I don't know what zooming out means. Zooming out means to... Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
And here is a baby howdy, which is a baby caterpillar.
Baby caterpillar.
Also, another fun fact about Howdy, that he is green. And so that means that he is a moth caterpillar.
Oh, okay.
This one I drew during school, and the next day I outlined it. It looks cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I think it took it like a few hours, maybe like an hour and a minute.
An hour and a minute?
An hour and a few minutes.
Maybe about an hour and a half? So an hour and 30 minutes?
Almost to a half, I think.
So an hour and a half.
So yeah, an hour.
Let's make it simple. Come on.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm just trying to be specific.
That wasn't Pacific.
I don't know what that was. I'm just trying to sound smart.
You are smart. You don't have to sound smart.
Okay. So here's another drawing of Wally in like a pink words. In the pink pink pajamas. Because he's sassy. He has like a little roll up in his hair.
Okay.
So it can be like all curly again.
Oh, a roller. Okay.
Roller. This little sheep. This one is the sheep, and his name is Wally.
Wally.
With 2 O's. L-Y. And he is cute and innocent. Very innocent. I didn't finish this drawing, but it's just that he's allergic to apples.
Okay.
And Wally's like, what?
Yeah, well. That's me, Mom.
I saw this on Pinterest, where so he's like a puppet, so you know like those hands go in the puppets. And so one of the arms gets out of him and just flips you off.
Okay.
Which is funny. And so here's me getting mad. This is what I imagine myself getting mad at. And Wally and Julie are just like in the background like, what is she mad about? I'm worried. This one. I'm getting an onion ring, but that's when you brought Sonic home.
Oh. I actually like onion rings. It depends on the person. Okay, last one.
Okay.
You didn't show the other one. The one on the back.
I did.
This one? Oh, never mind. This one. I was talking about this one. Okay.
This one, I accidentally drew this upside down. So, this is me and Wally walking in the rain.
Walking in the rain.
And he's talking, and I'm just listening. And this is another picture that I saw where he said, "Isn't it they you know?" You get it?
Okay.
Do you get it?
I don't know what you're trying to do. Aren't they what?
Aren't they, you know?
Oh, gay?
Yes.
You can say the word.
I know. I was repeating what he was saying.
Oh, because that. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. You were doing the gesture.
Yes.
Got it. It's like you can say the word. It's okay.
No, I can't.
It's not a curse word. All right. Let's make a mark so we can show the peoples what we need to show them next time. So I have a few whips. One I'm working on right now, but I'll put that down real quick. So I have still pretty much the same things. Like I don't even know if I should show them. Yeah, I'm gonna show them. So I'm working on the crochet Libra pullover still. I think the last time y'all saw it, it was right here where this little thing is. My nail is driving me insane. So I've finished all my short rows. I have reconnected the front and the back panel. And at this point, I'm just working in the round. So I will work the body for 15 repeats, which is basically 2 rows of this and then 2 rows of this. So I will work 15 repeats. And then I think, because I don't know, I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to make short sleeve. That's what I think. I don't know if that worked or not, but anyways. So yeah, that's this. The Libra top by Crochet Highway. I'm using my 2022 Gem Luxe Fiber Advent for the colorwork part. And my solid color is Blurple by Hue-it Handdyed, Miss Melissa, who is moving from Louisiana to Arkansas. If you get mad at me for saying Arkansas, oh well, that's how I say it. Anyways, because I had a soldier that got mad at me one time. He was like, I said, "Oh, where you from?" He was like, "I'm from Arkansas." I was like, "Okay, Arkansas." He was like, "It's Arkansas." I was like, "Okay, Arkansas." I'm like, you ain't gonna change me. Anyways. I have the boyfriend top. It's still in my bags by Awesome Granny. This is her Halloween one. So remember how I said I was going to do the second sleeve by itself? I am, because this sleeve and flipping this sweater back and forth, not the business. So what I did was 6 inches, again 6 inches, almost 6 inches, until I realized that I probably should start decreasing. And then I changed to the orange where I decreased again, and then I decreased again for my blue. And then I did, I think 10, I think I did 10 rows, and then I bound off. And I did I do a crochet? I did a crochet bound off. So now, here I am working on my second sleeve. And y'all let me know if y'all see my problem. If y'all don't, I'm going to tell you anyway. I ran out of yellow. So I have this long tail to weave in my ends to, pick out my stitches or whatever on the body. But I ran out of the yellow. And I was like 3.5 inches. So I had to pick up the green early. So I'm going to... The green is probably going to be cut by 2 inches so I can add the other colors. So each color will probably, then the reddish color will probably get cut by 2 inches, and which will give me more color for the orange. And then I'll have a little bit more color for the blue to make up for the size and the length. But I'm working on them. I'm working on its rather. It's going really well. I like it. I don't have to flip the sweater back and forth because that thing is heavy. So now once I finish the sleeve, attach the sleeve, I have to pick up the collar and knit, I think a 2x2 ribbon for like a few inches. I don't remember. It's a free pattern, so I could tell you, but I just don't remember. And I don't think I got the pattern in the bag. I might. It's all the stuff in here. So then I decided to frog the other crochet. Oh, no, sorry. Let's talk about my Stripes of Joy, because it is so bringing me joy. So I'm doing the Stripes of Joy by Tiff Nealon. And remember the last time I said I was probably going to be further along because I had like a good bit of days off, a chunk of good bit of days off. Well, I didn't. We didn't. I didn't do a lot of knitting. My nephew had died the previous Wednesday, and so last Thursday we celebrated his life, and I just wasn't in the knitting mood last week, so I didn't do much of it, but I did pick up some stuff here and there. Plus, when I go to work, I sit in my car and I knit or I crochet depending on whatever project I take, so I pretty much knit and or crochet every day. Either way, here's my Stripes of Joy. It's still looking so cute. So I have put my body on hold because I'm doing my sleeves, and these sleeves are flying. So the gray stripes, as you can see, are my breakup points, and at some point we're supposed to start decreasing. Well, I have, you see these bad boys? They're nice, they're thick, don't come for me, I love them, although I would love to tone it up a little bit, a little bit. So I have to leave me a little bit of space. So I don't even know. I think I have to pick up like 67, 68 stitches, I think. 69. I think it was 67 stitches, and in the pattern she gave us she told us we can have the option to pick up 2 extra to kind of cover the holes, and then we were to start decreasing. Well, I didn't decrease yet. I literally started decreasing here. This is where I started my decrease. So I got 1, 2, 3 colors in, and then I decreased because these colors came right along this part right here. And so once I got to this part, I knew I could start decreasing. So I'll probably not decrease again until I get to this part. So I'll have to keep trying on my sweater, which is not a problem because I love trying this bad boy on. So I'm excited. It's going well. I almost have an arm, and see, I don't have to do all that flopping back and forth with the sweater. But this sweater, once I finish these 2 arms, this sweater gonna shoot. It's gonna go so fast, it's not gonna even be funny. So I'm not even worried about it. Maybe I can get it done by the end of the month. That would be a realistic goal. So then I frogged my crochet my crochet shawl that I was making with my Chicken Coop Dye Works Kwanzaa Box, her fade. And I started the Dragon Belly shawl, which is a free crochet pattern on Ravelry. It's by someone whose name I can't pronounce because I think she's Sweden or...
Swedish?
No. I don't remember what her nationality is, but it's something not easily pronounced. But either way, since it's free, I can do a little bit of, telling of the secret sauce. So basically it's a 2-row repeat. On this row, you crochet across into your spaces, and then on this row coming back, you have to crochet, and then you chain 1, and you do a front post stitch, and that's how you get these little ridges right here, because you do a front post stitch on the back of the stitch. And that literally, that's the pattern. That's the pattern. And then once you get to your ending point, you start you don't decrease because it just keeps increasing. And then you pick up the edges to create a border, which I don't know if I'm going to create a border or not, but I like it. It's going by pretty fast. I actually just started this like 2-3 days ago. So that's my car knitting now, or car crochet, since I no longer have to take my Advent because it's done. So remember I told y'all that my doctor that I used to work with is having a baby. She's having a baby girl. I showed you the Mandala Ombre yarn that I was going to use to make a crochet blanket. Well, I started it. I'm making the granny spike stitch. I don't know if you can see the spikes because of the yarn color, but I'm making the granny spike stitch, granny square spike stitch, and you can only get this pattern off of YouTube. So I saw this pattern when I was watching Yana Finish Knitting Stories, and she did hers in like some bright teal green and pink and yellow, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna make that, and that's probably gonna be the blanket I make for this one too, because it's so easy. It's like stupid. You chain in multiples of 4, and then you add 1. So whatever 4 times 15, 4 times 17, 4 times 22, and then you add another stitch. So I chained 132, and I added another one, so 133. And then you skip a few. I think you skip like 5 chain, and then you do 3 double crochet in those chains. Chain 1, skip 3, do 3 double crochets, and you go along. And that's then your second row. You chain 2, come up, you double in the chain space, and then your second double is going to be in the your second double is going to be in the middle double of the stitch below, and then you double in your chain space again. That's why you get your spike stitch. That was a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. So either way, that's what I'm making for the baby girl. I'm actually probably going to make another one for my godson because I didn't make him anything. He has a aunt, his brother's sister, started crocheting. I think she started it during the pandemic. And so she made him a blanket, and I was like, I didn't want him to be overran by blankets, so I didn't make him a blanket. However, they as in mom and dad did buy me a crochet baby book for Christmas, so I'll pick something out of that crochet book and probably make him something. He's 3 months now. Oh, he's so cute. Mommy just sent me a picture yesterday. Oh, I wish I could share it. I'll ask her if I could share it so y'all can see how big my baby is. He's so big. Okay, that's all my whips. Let's talk about some events. Like we went to the Asian American Pacific Islander Festival here in Killeen this past weekend. And we had some fun. We ate some good food.
They had funnel cake.
She had fair food, basically. And we saw some traditional dances. We saw Korean dances. We saw Japanese dances. We saw Tahitian dancing. It was fun. It was a little hot. It was humid AF, y'all. It was humid. It had rained so bad the night before. Like lightning storm. You're cut out, friend. There we go. I can sit next to you. Like lightning storm so bad. It was just the worst. And I knew it was going to be muggy, and I knew it was going to be hot, and it did not disappoint. So, you want to show them what you got?
I got a boba. A boba plushie.
She got a plushie boba.
Yes.
Grape at that.
And it's because, you know why?
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
It's so fluffy.
Well.
It's because it's purple.
Yeah, well. I got 2 pins, which is on my desk. I mean, my dresser. They're like Hello Kitty and somebody else.
Spy X Family?
No. Hello Kitty. But that was it. We did that. And then this coming summer, this one here is going to be taking some art classes. Somebody might be excited. You're not excited? I mean, if you ain't excited, let me know, because then I ain't got to spend all this money, because this thing ain't cheap.
How much does it cost?
It doesn't matter.
I'm a little curious, though.
You can be curious.
How much does it cost?
It's enough for me to say, if you want to do it, we can do it, and if you don't, I'm not wasting my money.
I don't want to do it.
You what?
I don't want to do it.
You do not want to take the art classes?
No.
Okay, we'll have this conversation after camera.
Okay.
So I am going, I guess, well, all of us kind of. So the family is going to Houston Fiber Festival in June. Basically, I'm taking them with me. Harvest and her dad will explore Houston, go see some toy shops, some comic book shops, some other things, and then they'll come pick me up and we'll have dinner someplace and eat something other than barbecue because we like food.
Yes.
And then no Houston Carnival for your girl this year. We just couldn't make it happen financially, kids wise. Like a lot of things that's going on between me and my sister, and we just couldn't make it happen. So we're not going to Houston Carnival this year. I'm a little upset about that because I kind of want to go to Carnival. And I figure since it's Houston, it's right down the street, meaning it's like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours away. Like we can always go to it every year and then maybe do one other carnival during the year. But she's in nursing school.
I wanted to try going to the carnival for once.
Yeah. Well, we'll make that happen. Don't worry about it. Maybe, well, you'll be 16 in the summer, so maybe next year when we go to Carnival, you can go with us.
Yay.
Yeah. So let's see. Things I've been reading and listening to. Game On by Janet Evanovich. I've heard of this author before, never read it, didn't think I would like it. It started off slow, but once I kept reading, it got into it. It's based up in New Jersey. The main character is her cousin or her uncle. I think it's her uncle owns a bail bonds company, and she go and get the people if they jump bail. And they used to employ this one guy that works for like some agent over in agency over in Europe, and he comes back. Apparently they kind of maybe sort of used to date, but the main character, I think her name is Stephanie Plum, yes, and she has a boyfriend that works with the local police department. I believe they're Italian, so they have family dinners every Sunday. Mom picked up knitting. Mom picked up knitting because she was like she needed something to do other than cleaning and cooking, and nobody noticed that. So she started knitting, and people were asking her, "What you making?" and "How much yarn you gonna get?" and blah blah blah. So that was kind of cool. So knitting in the wild, even though I was listening to it. Either way, they were trying to find this hacker, this really famous hacker. He jumped bail, and the other guy was trying to find him for their agency, and she was trying to find him just so he can go back to court and pay his bail or something. And she ended up getting like all entangled. So that was good. Then I read this book called Honey and Spice. It was based in the UK. The author is Babalola, I think his name is. And they were talking about wastemen. And I'm assuming Africans use the same term because I think the author is African and the reader was Nigerian British descent, and the characters were Nigerian British, so they were African British. I don't know how to say it. I know like we're African American, so I don't know. Anyways, but a wasteman, some people call the trash man the waste man. In Caribbean culture, we call a wasteman somebody who wastes your time. Like, if you won't be my man and you out here running these streets with these other girls, or you ain't trying to pay your bills and you ain't trying to do this, you ain't trying to make no moves to elevate yourself, you a wasteman. Okay? Dotty waste. No? Okay, anyways. I thought she was going to start saying it because she knows the song. She tell me, I's a wasteman. She said, hello. Okay, anyways. So that was a good book because the girl has a radio show on the campus, and she like bumped into this guy, and she called him the Wasteman of Blackwell, and they ended up having to work together he wanted to produce a film to enhance his film career, and she wanted to be on the radio broadcasting type stuff. So they worked together to come out with this project, and they end up falling for each other. It's really good. You gotta listen to it. What else? I read A Wrinkle in Time. So I think I told y'all I'm doing this 52-week book challenge on Facebook. I'm doing okay with it, but not so much. Like, it's kind of hard to find books with the prompts if you're listening to them, because some of them has to do with certain things on the script writing in the title or something along the book spine. And if I can't see the book because I'm listening to it, then I don't know if that falls into it or not. Either way, I digress. So I read A Wrinkle in Time, which one of the prompt was read a banned book. Now that's a banned book. And I was listening to it and I couldn't figure out why it's a banned book. And then at the end, the granddaughter of the author explained why it's a banned book. You're banning it because it has magical mystery themes in it. And so some people think it's paganism and all this type of stuff. But then, I would say the Christian folks who don't believe in magic and spirits and all that good stuff. And then you have the non-Christian folks who are complaining that she used the word God and they have a religion or something that they fought. Like, y'all, it's a book. It's a STEM book. Like, it talked about science. It talked about math. It talked about engineering, technology. Why are we making this something it's not supposed to? Like, I'm gonna digress. I read that book. Very good book. And I read Where the Crawdads Sing. So a book that everyone has read was that prompt. That was a good book. Now I can watch the Netflix special series, whatever it's called. I'm looking forward to it because I swear to God, if y'all read it, y'all know where I'm getting at. I did not think she did what I thought she did, what I thought she didn't do. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I've been watching Married at First Sight. Love that show. My sis, who takes me to Carnival, her husband, grown AF man, watching Married at First Sight. I was like, I know you ain't up here watching this silly reality TV show stuff. And he was like, yeah, man, these jokes is crazy. And he ain't lie. Like, you get married at first, like the first time you meet your partner is at the altar. And then you have to go through like 8 to 9 weeks of like being together to figure out if you want to be with this person for the rest of your life. And they go through some counseling. They got marriage counseling and all this good stuff. And it's interesting. Decision day is coming up next week, Wednesday. Actually, tomorrow, because the day is Tuesday. So decision day is on Wednesday, and I can't wait to watch it. I want to see who decided to choose who and who decided to not stay together, which I already have 2 couples in mind that I don't think going to stay together. The other 2, I think they're going to try to make it out because I think they make a good match. But we'll see. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter with the husband, and this one here is an anime about this 12-year-old boy who father is a hunter, and he wants to become a hunter so he can see his father because he hasn't seen his father in 12 years. So he has to go through the obstacles, and he meets friends on the way. One of the friends he meets is a 12-year-old assassin because his family are a family of assassins, and they taught him how to be an assassin. And I
am a little bit jealous about that 12-year-old because he's wiser and he has more common sense.
That's because that's how
the people made him.
Right.
I'm still jealous though.
Oh, okay. Let's not be jealous of a cartoon.
I'm just a little bit.
Okay, that's all right. I mean, sometimes I'm jealous of people with big butts, but I realize that my butt fits my body and I don't care. Okay, either way. Waco Apocalypse on Netflix. Y'all know what happened in Waco on April 19th in 1993. If you don't know, I'll tell you real quick. That's when the Branch Davidian compound of Mount Carmel burnt to the ground, pretty much. And February 28th of that year was when the ATF went in, guns blazing, because they wanted to seize David Koresh for having like hundreds of illegal firearms and putting kids' life in danger. Well, they have a 3-part episode series on Netflix called Waco Apocalypse. And they tell you things about the Waco event that some people didn't know. Like, I knew Timothy McVeigh. Yes, that's his name. Timothy McVeigh went down there and he watched it, and he's anti-American and very anti-Semitic, and he went down there to sell propaganda, Nazi propaganda, and all this crazy stuff. And then 2 years later, literally to the day, he committed the Oklahoma City bombing on the federal building. So he's a big butthole. But did y'all know that they burned the house from the inside out? Like, they committed suicide because they didn't want to give up themselves to the police. It's crazy. And this all hindered on the fact that David Koresh thought he was the second coming of, he thought he was the Messiah, the second coming of God. No, David Koresh, you were not.
I have another anime that I like to watch.
Oh, what?
So this anime is called High School of the Dead. And so it's about these maybe teenagers, about these teenagers in high school. And the group grows in the other episodes. And it's where it's, in short, it's a zombie apocalypse and they're trying to survive it.
There you go.
Yeah. But it's also funny. But there's a doctor. There is a girl, but who's also mean, but also cute. And because she wears glasses as well.
Oh.
She puts on glasses on the second episode. It's cute.
Okay. The glasses are cute? Or she's cute in the glasses?
She's cute in the glasses.
Oh, okay. I'm cute in my glasses.
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
I think we're supposed to be watching that, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to finish this so we can watch it.
Oh, so 2 days ago, I asked her, hey, can we watch High School of the Dead? She said yes. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow was yesterday.
And I didn't feel like watching it.
And so now she said tomorrow, which is today.
Well, first of all, I had supposed to have yesterday off, Monday, and they called me into work because we were short. So I didn't feel like watching it. And guess what? I'm an American. I have the right.
African American.
Well, still, I live in a country where I have the right to change my mind if I want to. Sure. And I changed my mind. I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it. I was tired.
Okay.
But I told her I'll watch it today. And we're going to watch it today as soon as we finish recording.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost an hour.
Dinner is cooked.
Yep.
So all we got to do is grab our plates. It's just me and you. We can sit on the couch. I'll watch the first episode. If I don't like it, that's it. I won't watch it. Okay. But I have to tell you about my stash. So I got my last Ken's yarn for my Shrek subscription. This is Donkey. It's all pretty. And I think this is my last one. He said it was going to stop in May. And this came, I think this was the April one, because he has been running a little late. We were supposed to get it on the 21st to the 25th of each month, but I've been getting them late. One time I got 2 yarns in 1 month. So either way, I think I got one more coming to me. So my husband, as y'all know, went to Chicago. Got to meet Miss Chrissy of Kitty Pride Fibres. And he brought back a Encanto collection called Bruno. It's her Kinkalo DK 4-ply. It's superwash merino and cotton. And this is the Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. No. When I sang that song to my husband, he was like, what are you saying? And I was like, you don't know Encanto? Bro.
We all of us watched it. Bro. And I didn't even shed a tear. Not even once. I saw my dad crying during the movie.
Not Encanto?
Yeah.
Oh.
I watched it.
I didn't know that. This is Phage.
Because you were asleep.
Sure. This is Phaja. He bought 2 50-gram skeins. And I was like, why didn't you just buy one full skein? And he was like, because she didn't have one full skein. But she had 2 50-gram skeins. So this is the same color. I don't know what I'm going to make. Probably a hat. And then he liked this so much that he bought it. It's Earth. And cotton. What color is this? This is color 1076. and it is mercerized cotton. So he was like, I want a hat. I was like, you're not going to wear a hat in cotton. We don't do that. He was like, well, I don't know. I just want something out of it. I like the color, and so I wanted it. And I said, okay. So now I got to figure out what to make him. I'm not making him a hat out of this. He just, I don't know. Send a man to do a woman's job, I guess. And then he bought this one. He said this is hers. I'm not sure. There's no label. It's zebra-ish. It's my skin tone. And then she sent me a crystal, which I need to put up in the house, but I kept it on the back, kept it in the bag until we podcasted. She told me what kind of crystal it was. So I'm going to just lay it around, let it take up the energy, and let's see how it changes the house, how it changes the spirits, and we'll go from there. Do you have anything else to talk about?
Nope.
No? Okay. You want to do a joke of the day?
Yes.
Do your joke of the day.
Okay.
I'm actually asking for it this time. Normally I don't. Go.
Okay. Why do bees have sticky hair?
Why do bees have sticky hair? So they can, I don't know, so they can pollinate.
No.
They go from one flower to the other and, no. Why do bees have sticky hair?
Because they use their honeycomb.
I like that. Honeycomb. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to be signing off, everybody. Do what you do. Be the best at it. And if anybody question it,
Adios, my potatoes.
adios, hoo-hoo.
Adios, my potatoes.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Potatoes.
Papas.
Potatoes.